Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jikook Magic. Imagine a scene full of spotlights, glittering lights, flashing cameras, and the elegant steps of a superstar. That was the moment when Park Jimin appeared at a prestigious fashion event recently. But who would have thought, behind all the dazzling glamour and charm, there was one small detail, just a simple banner, that managed to shake the entire fandom world. That banner turned into a global debate, sparking arguments, and even dividing the opinions of millions of fans around the world. What really happened behind that banner? And why could something that looked so trivial ignite such a heated atmosphere? The banner was carried by a Jikook fan. The picture wasn't an edit, not an exaggerated digital manipulation, but an authentic photo from Jimin and Jungkook's trip in the program Are You Sure? An old program that, to this day, is still considered one of the most special contents by ARMY, because it captured warmth, closeness, and the human side of two idols who are usually only seen in their glamorous image. Beneath that photo, there was a simple yet emotionally heavy sentence. The best trip of my life. At first glance, the words may sound like just an ordinary quote, but true fans know very well that those words came directly from Jungkook himself. It wasn't fan fiction, not media narrative, nor manipulation. It was an honest line from Jungkook's heart, describing how precious the experience with Jimin truly was. And that's where the storm began. For Jikook fans, the banner was a gesture of pure love, a sweet reminder of a relationship that had already been shown by the idols themselves. But for some Taekookers, the banner was seen as an attack. They considered the presence of those words as provocation, a symbol too blatant for them to accept. The narrative was twisted. They spread rumors that Jimin disliked it, that Jimin was angry, even that he felt bothered by the banner's presence, when in fact the truth was far from it. Cameras at the scene clearly captured Jimin's expression. He remained calm, polite, and graceful, without the slightest sign of anger. No cold glares, no rejecting gestures. He only glanced briefly, then continued to enjoy the event. Deep down, he knew that fans had many ways of showing love, and as long as it didn't disturb the event itself, he never rejected that appreciation. But in the world of fandom, the truth is often drowned out by noise. History has proven, Jimin and Jungkook have never rejected fan support as long as it stayed within reasonable boundaries. Fan-made content about Jikook has appeared before them thousands of times. Fan art, video edits, playful comments, they've seen it all. And not once did they show discomfort. On the contrary, they often responded warmly. Jungkook, for instance, was once asked about Jimin during a live broadcast. Instead of feeling awkward, he laughed and joked, "Should I call him right now?" He even once mentioned the possibility of doing a live together with Jimin, as if to show how natural and close their relationship truly is. That's not the reaction of someone who feels disturbed. It's the reaction of someone completely at ease. In contrast, when a fan asked about Taeyong, Jungkook replied shortly, firmly, and even coldly, "Why should I know where he is?" A blunt, no-nonsense statement that revealed a real distance. This difference was no coincidence, but a reflection of who he was genuinely close with in his everyday life. Unfortunately, some fandoms refuse to accept reality. The fact that Jimin and Jungkook haven't been seen together publicly as often recently has been used as a weapon. They create narratives of conflict, as if there's distance between them. But the truth is simple. Both are busy with their own solo projects. Jimin is focused on the fashion world and preparing his music, while Jungkook is shaking the globe with his solo album. The lack of public moments does not mean the lack of a relationship. It's merely about priorities and schedules. Yet, in the ecosystem of fandom rivalry, rumors are often more tempting than truth. Ironically, while fans fought over the banner, Jungkook was making history. His solo album Golden broke an almost unbeatable record, 100 consecutive weeks on Spotify's global top weekly albums chart. More than 2 years without ever falling off the chart, a feat that even international stars rarely achieve. The album, sung in English for the global market, was embraced worldwide. Almost every track became a success, serving as the soundtrack of millions of people's lives. From 7 that went viral to Standing Next to You climbing countless charts, Jungkook proved himself to be a true global pop star, not just a Korean idol. Not only in music, but he has also conquered fashion. At New York Fashion Week, Jungkook wasn't just a guest, he was the center of attention. As Calvin Klein's global ambassador, he dominated public conversations, making the brand trend #1, surpassing even other major fashion houses. International media wrote about how Jungkook transformed the face of modern men's fashion, While Jungkook wowed New York, Jimin conquered Paris. At Paris Fashion Week, he became the star of the show. Paris Match wrote that Jimin embodied Parisian elegance that comes effortlessly. His presence drew thousands of fans who had waited since morning, carrying banners, balloons, and even singing songs just for him. The most iconic moment came when Jimin stepped out in an open black tuxedo with no shirt underneath, revealing his athletic chest. His style was the perfect blend of Dior's classic essence and bold modern flair, something only Jimin could naturally pull off. International fashion media summed it up with one line: "There is no Dior show without Jimin." His hashtag exploded worldwide, mentioned 3.2 million times, 17.6 million interactions, and a reach of up to 5.2 billion people. And the most touching part? After the event ended, Jimin didn't leave right away. He waited, approached fans, waved, and even thanked them one by one. That simple gesture became a lifelong memory for those who were there. Here lies the great irony. While fandoms were busy fighting over a banner, the international world saw two young Koreans becoming global icons. They dominated music charts, conquered fashion, and reshaped pop culture. They are not just members of BTS. They are individual forces now standing shoulder to shoulder with any global star. And that banner? In the end, it was just a piece of cloth. The truth always finds its way. The banner never made Jimin angry. The banner never broke Jikook's bond. The banner was just a small symbol, blown out of proportion by those unwilling to accept reality. That Jimin and Jungkook's closeness is something real, genuine, and unshakable by gossip. Fandoms may continue to fight, and drama may keep unfolding. But the outside world sees things more clearly. Jimin and Jungkook now stand at the forefront of music, fashion, and popular culture. They are living proof that love, be it fans' love, love for art, or love between human beings, will always be stronger than hate. And in the end, we learn one important thing. Not the banner, not the gossip, not the fandom narrative determines everything. What's real is how Jimin and Jungkook continue to stand at the front lines, making achievements, conquering music, fashion, and global culture. The banner is just fabric, but the love, support, and genuine connection they've shown, that cannot be extinguished by anyone. Thank you for watching Jikook Magic today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more exciting discussions. See you in the next video, and always remember, truth will always shine brighter than noise.